Most people think dominance is loud. They imagine raised voices, fast reactions, emotional pressure, control through force. That's what weak people believe. Real dominance is quiet. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The calmer you are, the less control others have over you. Look closely at any room where tension exists. An argument, a negotiation, a power struggle. The person who loses control first loses position, not because they are wrong, but because they revealed dependence. Calm is not passivity. Calm is restraint. When someone provokes you and you don't react, something shifts. They expected resistance, they expected emotion, they expected noise. And when they don't get it, they feel exposed. Most people react automatically. They speak to fill silence. They move to release discomfort. They explain to regain approval. Calm people do none of that. They wait, they observe, they allow others to reveal themselves first. And that's where dominance is born. Because the moment you react emotionally, you hand over leverage. Your tone changes, your body tightens, your words rush forward. The other person now knows something about you, what affects you, what controls you. Calm removes that advantage. Silence forces the other side to carry the weight of the moment. They talk more, they justify, they over-explain. You don't need to push, you don't need to threaten, you don't need to perform. Your calm does the work for you. This is why calm people are often misunderstood. They're called cold, arrogant, uninterested. But what's really happening is this. They are not emotionally available for manipulation. And that unsettles people. Because most social power games rely on reaction, on speed, on emotional exchange. Calm breaks the game. When you don't rush to respond, you control timing. When you don't explain yourself, you control meaning. When you don't react, you control the frame. This is not about being nice. This is not about being liked. This is about presence. And presence is felt before it is understood. In the next part, I'll explain why calm people make others nervous, and why that nervousness is a sign of authority, not distance. Calm people don't try to control the room, and that's exactly why they do. Most social interactions run on emotional feedback. People speak, react, adjust, mirror. It's a loop. Calm breaks the loop. When someone stays composed while tension rises, others feel something they can't name. It's not fear, it's uncertainty. And uncertainty creates pressure. People are used to reading reactions, tone of voice, facial shifts, defensive words. When those signals disappear, the brain has nothing to anchor to. So it searches. Did I say something wrong? Did I lose ground? Are they judging me? This internal noise makes people uncomfortable. Not because calm people are aggressive, but because they don't give emotional reassurance. Most people unconsciously seek emotional confirmation in conversation. A nod, a reaction, a sign that they're being received. Calm denies that need. And when emotional validation is removed, power dynamics change. This is why calm individuals often get labeled as intimidating. They don't dominate, they don't interrupt, they don't escalate, they simply don't participate emotionally. That absence is powerful. In negotiations, the calm side controls pace. In conflict, the calm side controls escalation. In leadership, the calm side controls direction. The nervousness others feel isn't caused by threat. It's caused by lack of access. You can't influence what you can't move. And calm people are difficult to move. They don't rush to be understood. They don't chase agreement. They don't soften their position to reduce tension. They let the moment stand. That standing moment forces others to reveal priorities, to speak more, to fill silence. Calm creates asymmetry. One side is searching for stability. The other already has it. That's why calm people are rarely challenged directly. People hesitate, they test less, they adjust first. Not consciously, instinctively. Human psychology respects stability. When emotions run high, the calm presence becomes a reference point, a center of gravity. And gravity doesn't need to announce itself. It pulls quietly. Calm becomes dominance not in dramatic moments, but in repetition. Anyone can stay composed once. Very few can stay composed consistently. And consistency is what rewires how people treat you. The first time you don't react, people are confused. The second time, they hesitate. The third time, they adjust. That adjustment is dominance forming. Because dominance is not about winning encounters. It's about setting expectations. When people learn that you don't rise to pressure, they stop applying it. When they see that emotional tactics don't work on you, they abandon them. When they realize you won't explain yourself on demand, they choose their words carefully. This is how power consolidates quietly. Calm individuals don't need to assert boundaries aggressively. Their behavior is the boundary. They don't threaten consequences. They let patterns speak. Over time, people feel something shift. It's harder to move this person. It's pointless to provoke. I need to be precise. That precision is respect. Dominance grows when others start managing themselves around you. This is why calm leaders rarely chase authority. Authority forms around them. They don't fill every silence. They don't answer every challenge. They don't correct every misconception. They choose. And choice is the core of power. Most people live reactively. Their environment decides their mood. Other people decide their tone. Pressure decides their behavior. Calm individuals live selectively. They decide when to engage, when to speak, when to withdraw. That selectivity sends a clear signal. My energy is not available to everyone. And scarcity creates value, not emotional distance. Selective presence. This is why calm dominance often goes unnoticed at first. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't perform. But once established, it's difficult to challenge. Because dominance rooted in calm doesn't rely on intimidation. It relies on predictability of principle. People know where you stand. They just don't know how to move you. And that uncertainty makes them cautious. Calm dominance is not a personality trait. It's a discipline. You don't become calm once and keep it forever. You practice it daily, deliberately, quietly. The first step is internal permission. You must allow moments to remain unresolved. Most people rush to resolve tension because they confuse discomfort with danger. It isn't. Silence doesn't mean weakness. Pausing doesn't mean losing. It means you're not being pulled. The second step is reducing emotional exposure. Not everyone deserves access to your reactions. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every challenge deserves engagement. When you stop distributing emotional energy freely, people feel the shift. They sense restraint. They sense boundaries, and boundaries create structure. The third step is physical control. Your body reveals you before your words do. Shoulders tense, breath shortens, voice sharpens. Train your body to slow first. Longer exhale, lower voice, still posture. When the body settles, dominance follows naturally. The fourth step is consistency under pressure. Anyone can stay calm when things are easy. Authority forms when calm remains during friction. Each time you resist the urge to react, you strengthen the pattern. Each time you let silence work, you build leverage. And people notice, not immediately, but reliably. Over time, something changes. You speak less, and when you do, it carries weight. You move slower, and others match your pace. You don't need to control outcomes. People adjust themselves. This is the paradox of calm dominance. You don't force respect. You remove access to emotional chaos. And in that absence, structure forms. Calm dominance is not coldness. It's clarity without urgency. It's presence without performance. It's leadership without noise. And once people experience it, they don't forget how it feels.